Namaste. Good morning. I think you probably all of you know by now that I'm not really comfortable with doing these videos. However, it's the only way I can communicate right now when I don't have internet. I will be typing a hard copy of the dialogue today. This is the call to the one, and this is a heavenly plea from the call to the one for all souls on earth. Help in this cause, please. There will be a hard copy of this plea and its questions posted later. Please pass it on. We cannot hope to evolve to peace on earth among all humanity, sharing a common bond of love, until we awaken a hearing of the truth that is our common essence of being in the heart of the great essence that is all being. The divine questions from the Holy See of the enlightened ascended masters in the kingdom of light. The questions follow. The awakened rising of the evolutionary soul of all humanity on this divinely beautiful planet Earth depends on the answers to the following questions of essence. The Holy See of enlightened masters in the kingdom of light would like an answer to and an examination of these questions by all those sitting on the thrones of the various spiritual traditions in the planes of darkness created by the freely given will of humanity called Earth. The fundamental question from the Holy See to all the spiritual sages, masters, and holy leaders in all of the spiritual paths is this. According to the deepest distilled truth of your traditions, holy missive and messages, is there one great consciousness that is the essence that binds all of creation together? Have not all the messengers of truth, light-filled books and teachings indicated there is order, not chaos, to the evolutionary plan for the spiritual rising of souls, and that order is one essence of being, of consciousness, from which all being springs and is eternally connected? Is this not the case? What is the essence of this great and binding consciousness? What are the binding and unifying characteristics of the essence of life that is all? Is this one essence a pure creator being, pure and perfect divine love? In all the core teachings of the messages sent to this plane, is it not indicated that the ethics of the attributes of love are the very light of the path to evolutionary progression in ethereal union with the essence that is all? If there is one essence and one being, one consciousness, and that consciousness is divine love, then how can the soul of humanity be healed on the path to evolutionary harmony if the unity of consciousness and the practice of love's attributes are not the fundamental spiritual value? We practice what we aspire to. We become what we practice. To merge with divine love at the apex of its pure stream is to surrender and become in full harmony with divine love's eternal realization. If there is one being, and that being's very blood and breath are pure divine love, and all the spiritual traditions teach that this is so, then it would seem that we are all one being in the one great being, who sent crystal clear, consistent messages that have been distorted in service to the material delusion of greed, pride, and the resulting exploitation of the heart and souls of the innocents on the path to enlightened self-realization in the heart of being. The Holy See is not happy with the distortions of the living truth that promote division and disharmony in the being of humanity's communal soul. The message of unity of spirit in the heart of divine love has clearly been sent to every part of the planet for the sake of enlightened self-realization of all, for the divine purpose of divine love's eternal realization. The Holy See, through the servant of the call, to the One is seeking proof that the above statements are not so. This is the examination of the One, that the truth will be corrected and finally heard. Prove that the great consciousness that brought all to life and gave the life free will and the choice to evolve is not one consciousness, and prove that that consciousness has not always taught, through its divine messengers of light, that the practice of the attributes of divine love are essential to enlightened self-realization of full surrender to the ocean of being that is that love. The witness servant of the call is awaiting the answers to this examination. Time is short. The witness is passing. The ascension of souls is upon us. In concert with the holy purpose of the enlightened ascended masters of divine love's full realization on the planet Earth, I am awaiting answers to these questions from serious scholars, masters, monastics, and spiritual leaders, and all seeking light-filled pilgrim hearts. Please pass on the question to your teachers, to the tribal elders, to the masters and sages of every tradition. The goal of the call to the One is for all the great spirits on this plane to address these fundamental truths and then seek the necessary correction that their divine purpose may be fulfilled. Help in this cause, please pass it on. I will be posting the email address and my phone number and also all of my Facebook information so that people can respond to these questions. There is one great being, one living truth. Divine love is simple. To find it, practice it. Amen. O beautiful pilgrims of the fellowship of the light of love, we will triumph if we all ask these questions together in unity of soul, in unity of hearts, to the One. The heart of the servant is willing to die 1,000,000 deaths for the establishment of the eternal truth of these questions, for the sake of peace on earth and the rising of human consciousness. Amen. Namaste. Again, I will be posting a hard copy of this so that you can maybe print it out or email it to your teachers, to your masters, to your ministers, to your priests, to your imams, and the peers of the Sufi realm. I will be posting this video and this as well on the site of the Inya order, and I will be sending it to Pir Zia and many other spiritual leaders. But I need your help because I can't do it alone. The only way for us to rise on this planet is to correct the distortions in the truth so that all of humanity can work together for world peace. Amen. Have a beautiful day.